Hello everyone, welcome to English Tutorials by Poonam Thakur. In this video, I have covered important questions of the story The Third Level by Jack Finney. Let me brief you about the author first. Walter Braden Jack Finney was an American author born on 2nd October 1911. He attended Knox College in Galesburg, Illinois, graduating in 1934. His best known works are science fiction and thrillers. His most popular novels are The Body Snatchers and Time and Again. His novel The Body Snatchers has since been adapted into film 4 times. Jack Finney first showed an interest in time travel in the short story collection The Third Level, which included story about a commuter who discovers a train that runs between New York and the year 1894. His other fictional works include The House of Numbers and the short story collection I Love Galesburg in the Springtime. He also wrote Forgotten News, The Crime of the Century, and other lost stories about sensational events of the 19th century. In 1987, Finney was given the World Fantasy Award for Life Achievement. He died on November 14, 1995, at the age of 84. Let's discuss the character sketch of the Charley first. The protagonist of the story, Charley is a super sensitive and highly imaginative character who indulges in flights of fancy. He's a true representative of the modern man who's a victim of insecurity as well as indecision and wants to escape from the reality of the world. However, he's a loving husband who likes to rush back home immediately after office to be with his wife Louisa. He's fond of stamp collection, which his friend calls a temporary refuge from the reality. He's fascinated with the old simple days of his grandfather when things were pretty nice and peaceful. He's intrigued by the mystery whether the third level exists or not. Having been there once, he fails to locate it a second time. Even when he and his wife think that they have proof of its existence, they fail to find it, despite their best efforts. In sum, Charlie is a true picture of the modern man who is caught in the unwanted pulls and pressures of life and wants to escape this materialistic world. He's searching for his utopian world. Let's look at the short answer type questions. First, I will take in text questions, read and find out. Question number 1. What does the third level refer to? Answer. The third level refers to the subway of the Grand Central Station that takes passengers to Galesburg, Illinois. The third level on the station was a medium of escape for Charlie from the harsh realities of modern world that is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and all the rest of it. It provided him a mode where he could interweave fantasy and reality. How did Charlie realize that he had reached the third level? Answer. Charlie saw brass spittoons, flickering gas lights, everyone dressed like in the 1890s with mutton sleeves, men with sideburns and mustaches. The locomotive engine was with a funnel-shaped stack. The newspaper was dated June 11, 1894. There were fewer ticket windows. This made him realize that he was on the third level. Question number 3. Why did Charlie wish to escape to Galesburg? Answer. He wished to escape to Galesburg because it was a wonderful town with leisurely way of life, big old frame houses, huge lawns, plenty of trees whose branches meet overhead and roof the streets. During summer evenings, people had lots of leisure time to sit out on the lawns and interact with each other in a peaceful and tranquil world. Question number 4. Why did Charlie compare Grand Central to a tree? Answer. Charlie always found new tunnels and staircases at the Grand Central. That is why he compares it to a tree. Just like a tree grows and spreads its branches and roots, Grand Central Station seemed to him to be pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots with the each passing year. For many people, it has been an exit, a way of escape through the years. Question number 5. What is first day cover? Answer. When a new stamp is issued, stamp collectors buy some and use them to mail envelopes to themselves on the very first day of the sale, and the postmark proves the date. The envelope is called the first day cover. They are never opened, just a blank paper is put inside the envelope. Let's discuss some important questions now. Reading with insight. Question number 1. Do you think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie? Why? Answer. Yes, I think that the third level was a medium of escape for Charlie, as life in modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worries and stress. Man has to confront them all the times. The harsh realities of life make living quite unpleasant and even unbearable. So he wants to escape into a wishful world. Charlie talks to his psychiatrist friend about the third level at the Grand Central Station. His friend calls it a walking dream wish fulfillment. Charlie possesses an escapist tendency. Even stamp collecting is a temporary refuge from reality. Question number 2. What do you infer from Sam's letter to Charlie? Answer. The way Charlie came across Sam's letter was surrounded in mystery that blends together the worlds of reality and fantasy and needs further exploring. Among his oldest first day covers, Charlie found an envelope. The envelope containing the letter bore the address of his grandfather. It was written on July 18, 1894. The postmark showed the picture of President Garfield. Generally, the first day covers have blank papers in them, but this one contained a letter. The letter was addressed to Charlie. In the letter, Sam had informed Charlie that he has reached Galesburg and was very happy. He had also told Charlie and his wife to keep looking for the third level. Clearly, the letter was a product of Charlie's imagination, like his escape into the third level. Even his psychiatrist too had told him that his stamp collection was a mode of escaping into the past. It is possible that while Charlie was looking at the old first day covers, he was carried away to a different world where the letter was sent to him by Sam. The letter reflects Sam's indomitable urge that forces him to keep looking for the third level. Question number 3. The modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and stress. What are the ways in which we attempt to overcome them? Answer. We can overcome the anxieties and insecurities bred by our inevitable existence in the modern world by getting involved in some practical and beneficial activities. Cultivating hobbies, spending time with family and friends, going on trips and excursions, pursuing meditation and exercises help us live a balanced and healthy life. Reading good books is equivalent to having good friends with great insight. They not only enrich us with the vast store of knowledge, but also help us to learn from others' experience and stay rooted to some basic qualities of humanity. Joining hobby classes or gym, learning music, painting, attending social events like birthdays and weddings, going for outdoor games, interacting meaningfully through social networking sites, and writing diaries, etc., can also help us relieve our worries and stay focused and disciplined in life. Some activities like listening to music, playing with pets, an occasional dinner out, watching movies or plays, or going to places like amusement parks, zoos, etc., can go a long way in helping us get rid of stress, boredom, and insecurities. Question number 4. Do you see an intersection of time and space in the story? Answer: yes. There are certain instances in the story that show an intersection of time and space. Firstly, the first two levels of Grand Center Station were located in the present time, while the third level existed in the 1890s. Secondly, Charlie and his wife Louisa live in the present time, yet he rushes to get old currency to buy two tickets to go to the Galesburg of 1894. Further, the old architecture of the platform at the third level is different from the modern platforms of the first two levels. Besides, the old dressing style of the people and the newspaper The World, dated June 11, 1894, also overlaps with Charlie's real time world and existence. Lastly, the letter that was mailed to Charlie's grandfather on July 18, 1894, highlights the intersection of time and space, as the sender and receiver are contemporaries. That means they live in present world. They are from present era. Question number 5. Apparently, illogicality sometimes turns out to be a futuristic projection. Discuss. Answer. It is true that apparently illogicality sometimes turns out to be a futuristic projection. Before the Wright brothers invented the first aeroplane, nobody could have dared to imagine that man could fly. Before Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, it would have been impossible to believe in long distance talks happening in real time interface. Moreover, there are examples of inventions like that of artificial intelligence, Facebook, smartphones, electric cars, the iPod, driverless cars, etc., which we could have imagined only in our dreams, are now a part of everyday reality. All this emphasizes that fantasies of one point of time that seem illogical may turn out to be a revolutionary things that change the future of the mankind. Similarly, it would not be far-fetched to think about railway stations fitted with time machine devices that would make travel from one era to another just a matter of time. Thank you for watching, and I hope all your doubts related to third level are clear now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe English Tutorials by Poonam Thakur.